What's going on, y'all? So listen, okay, I know y'all like, girl, what is this? This is another angle. No, I'm just testing. I'm just testing this out because I actually had to use the camera on this computer. I told you I got a new computer, right? I don't know why that took me out, but I did. It did. Okay. So I got a new computer and I finally set that thing up. So I've been using it or whatever for the past couple of weeks or so. And I got to use the camera on a Zoom situation earlier today. And so I was just trying to, I like the camera quality on that, but I feel like I'm just gonna probably be switching back and forth if this is cool. But I'm just testing this out, so don't even get your hopes up, don't get worried or whatever. You know, I'm gonna be back with the ring light. I just feel like this episode of Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup, it really wasn't much, so therefore I could test it out on this, and y'all won't really matter, you know, won't really bother y'all too much or whatever. So I'm just trying to check out the video quality. So hang in there with me. Girl, let me tell y'all what happened. First of all, it's a little bit late. It's like an hour or so late because Ashley had to catch the second showing of this episode. Now, bitch, when I had my Zoom situation earlier today, not nan freaking police car, ambulance, fire truck, or nothing came past. It was quiet. Even the people outside doing construction, it was quiet. Soon as I get on here to do an actual review, now I want to be all ring the alarms and shit. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I was tired. I had the Zoom call, you know, and then that went over an hour, which was good. It was really, really good. I cannot wait till y'all see what that's about. But it's not coming out until like probably end of December, early January. But I'm just glad that I did it. It's something that I've been talking about for the past couple of days. And then, bitch, I went to Trader Joe's. Y'all, I feel like I've been an adult, but I don't know, for some reason in my life right now, I just feel like I'm being an extra adult or whatever. Like I'm doing really adult things. You know, I don't know what that is, but that's just what's been going on. I went over there to Trader Joe's instead of getting Instacart or whatever. So just to get out the house. But bitch, I was tired. And I had went to sleep. And I woke up in the middle of the episode, so that's why y'all getting this a little late. But thank God it was only an hour. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get into it. Baby, they bringing verses back. I really don't understand why. Anyway, so let's get into it. Justine and Michael, they opened up the episode and they ended the episode. And at this point, I really don't feel like none of these couples gonna last. All right, we already see that. And even though we only been a couple of episodes in, I feel like, I don't know what's going on. Love After Lockup wasn't really, you know, Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. That season really wasn't much. It really wasn't giving what it was supposed to give, you know, last season, what we just saw. And I'm getting the same feeling right about now with these people on Love During Lockup. What I am waiting for is Love After Lockup, because that little preview, them people look crazy on there, okay? I mean crazy. And again, don't mind my background. That's just the bed or whatever. Y'all be alright. Y'all be alright. I know y'all like, damn, bitch, it's messy. It's not. I just got stuff. Really, that's just all that I got right there. So don't worry about it. Y'all look up in here, it's a whole bunch of fucking space. But anyway, I said, all right, let's just get to it. This whole situation with Justine and Michael, you know, her going. Now the sister was mad, and she wanted to say that she wasn't mad, but she's more like disappointed, because now, like the last time we seen her in the last episode, she was sitting on the phone with Michael like, how come you didn't tell us, and how come you didn't this and all this stuff. And you know, mama was a little hurt. Baby, this shit make my shit look dusty. Anyway, mama was a little hurt, but now we see her up there, you know, taking care, you know, Justine, getting her ready, doing her hair, all of this stuff. And my whole thing is, I understand where the sister is coming from. She would have liked to be involved, a little bit more involved in the shit. You know what I'm saying? Included. That's my brother. And I don't know if she the big sister or the little sister, but either way, obviously they got that type of relationship where they're close enough, or she thought they would be close enough that he will fucking tell her what's going on. The mama feels some type of way, but she probably don't feel that much of a way the way that the sister does, because the sister can't come to the wedding. The only people that's coming to the wedding is Justine, her mama, Michael's mother, and their two kids, their two oldest daughters, okay? And so, you know, of course, Ann is in her feelings, but she said she's not mad, she's just disappointed. And I was like, you know, okay, I get that. She's being an adult about it. She's being mature. It's not giving like, because if we seen some other people on here that probably would have caused a fucking bitch fit, all right, and tried to shut the whole thing down. But I do like the fact that everybody's being a little bit mature about this. You know, Justine sitting there reading her vows and all that stuff. And I said, all right, girl, you know, are y'all really getting married in front of like an actual priest or something? Or is it going to be somebody? I'm pretty sure it's going to be like, well, you know, you going to marry this person? You're going to marry this person. What was it on Love After Lockup or another TV program where the two people got married in the prison? Or what's that on the show on Netflix I was looking at? They got married in the prison, and the way that they got married was the girl was outside, dude was inside, because he was the one that was in jail, or they was two couples that was in jail, either way. And all they did was sign the papers, and that was the marriage. That was the marriage. Now, if something like that happened with Justine and Michael, I'm gonna fucking kiki. Like, you got all of that. I mean, she looked nice in her little white and her little beaded little headpiece or whatever. You know, when she come in there with her bouquet of flowers. I said, girl, I'm pretty sure they probably gonna confiscate that, but all right, you know. And the moms, they're just confused about everything that's going on. And I'm not even gonna blame them or be mad at them, because yeah, like, why are you doing this right now? You literally said y'all have 61 days. He has 61 days left in prison. So why not just wait that 2 months? 2 months ain't gonna hurt you. If your relationship can't last 2 months, then baby, maybe that shit just wasn't meant to fuck to be. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, 2 months in a goddamn day. All right, 60 days. 60 damn days. You can't wait. I you know what? I really feel like they should have just waited. Used that 2 months to plan out stuff, to secure venues, to make sure everybody can be included. And then once he get out, give him like a couple of weeks or whatever to get acclimated a little bit to the outside world. And then y'all go ahead and get married. You know what I'm saying? But no, we want to rush things and all that. You got all this doubt coming from your own mama. Listen, the one person that should be on your side when you get married or whatever is your mama, I feel like. You know, especially if that's the main person that's in your life, Miss Justine. She should be the main one that's on your side, and clearly mama is not. Mama said, dude gonna have to show and prove to her that he's worth her calling him her son-in-law. Because at this point, I don't know the man. All right, I don't know the man. I don't know him from Adam. I don't know him on the outside, and I just feel like they moving too damn fast. Okay, you know. And Justine said, you know, they was talking to each other and seeing each other like 21 times. They seen each other like 21 times over the past, you know, when they first started talking to each other. But then the pandemic hit, and they went 2 years without seeing each other. And so I guess that's the reason why they're trying to go ahead and get stuff done right now. I said there really ain't no excuse, but you just doing a lot, you know. But hey, it is what it is. Moving, and even the mama, his mama was like, so how you gonna deal with the fact that you know he in the music industry, and you know he does this and he does that. What if you can't come along, and what if you can't do this? And I believe her mama was saying the same thing. And everybody are asking the right questions. Justine ain't got the answers. Justine ain't got the answers, bitch. I said, girl, Justine, stop this, okay? Y'all got kids involved. Stop this, all right? Meanwhile, let's just move on to Chelsea and Mikey. No offense, but I feel it, and I understand we doing diversity and we doing inclusion and representation, I really feel like Chelsea's story don't even need to be on this show, okay? Because at this point, it's a bust. It's a bust. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that with another story. Whose story was that? Remember on Love? Yeah, Love during Lockup, the white boy with the plump booty, and the one that was going around sleeping with the OnlyFans girl who had a thing for her on the first season of Love during Lockup. Yeah, him, like, his story wasn't needed because nothing was going off on that shit. You know, none of it was coming through, and it seems so fake as hell. I'm not saying that Chelsea's thing is fake, but as soon as we saw like her first interaction and, you know, the setup for, we just knew that whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. What's about to happen is gonna happen. We just knew the shit was gonna fall through. And I feel like that's just a waste of our time watching this shit. But hey, it is what it is, you know. But Miss Chelsea, I feel bad for her because I feel like, you know, for somebody with, you know, somebody said being hearing impaired is a disability. So, you know, I don't know if they consider it a disability, but they say it's a disability. And I feel like it's really fucked up, and I feel like she probably had a hard life too, because there are people out there trying to take advantage of her because she has this hearing impaired issue. You know what I'm saying? And I feel for her on that front. But Miss Girl, you gotta be a little bit more vigilant, okay? I understand that we want love and everything, and we want to be loved the right way, but baby, you can't be loved the right way by some man that's up in prison and he ain't getting out soon, and you can barely communicate with him when stuff go down, okay? No. So Chelsea ain't heard from Mikey in a minute, girl. You know, it's been a couple of days or so since she done told us that his sister Courtney said that he done had a stroke probably. He in the hospital. Next thing you know, the daddy coming over there to the house trying to see what's going on with Chelsea, because Chelsea ain't been answering his texts. She was like, I done texted this girl 4 times back to back and she ain't said nothing. That's not what she do. You know what I'm saying? I said, look at Pawpaw. Look at Pawpaw. I like that. He really care about his daughter, you know? And so she didn't want to let him in at first, but then she did. And we get the lowdown basically saying that, you know, she got an email. She got an email from one of his friends, but the friend was using his email system or whatever. And so I was like, how is he using his, and even her friend that she went to go talk to about all of this, she was like, how did he get into his email system that they use in the jail, his jail peg or whatever, to email her, Chelsea, about him possibly being in a hospital. They don't know which hospital he's in, but they think he had a stroke because, you know, he wasn't feeling well. His face was drooping. The left side of his body was drooping and all this stuff. I said, I mean, that is a classic sign of a stroke when half of your face droop, or it could be Bell palsy or something like that, you know. I be looking at stuff, so I be knowing a little something. You know, but anyway, so it could be anything, right? It could be one of those two or something else. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, everybody's playing fucking games with Chelsea, and I need Chelsea to open up her eyes and to, you know, see that, because ain't no way in hell that man let that man. How come you couldn't email her from your own personal email address? Why do it from his JPEG? I don't understand that part. Okay, and then if, you know, how come his mama or his sister couldn't say nothing? Why are y'all passing my information around? And that's what I don't get. And I'm just not here for that. Don't give out my information to nobody if I did not tell you to. That's that, okay? And so you getting all of this and you don't know which hospital and all this shit. So the daddy, Chelsea better be glad she got a daddy like that, because he care about that girl. Daddy said, fuck this. Let me get on the phone with the goddamn prisons. He called the prison and he said, is so-and-so okay? Is he in a hospital or whatever? The dude at the prison said, listen, we've been getting a lot of inquiries about this particular prisoner, and it's been a woman and like her daughter or something or whatever. I said, a woman and her daughter? Her woman and her daughter? Doing what? Calling to see how he doing and all this shit or whatever. Come to find out he okay. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He ain't never been to the hospital. At least they didn't say he was in the hospital. They just said he is fine and dandy, okay? You know, that's why they don't know what hospital he in, because he's not in the hospital. And I feel like Mikey is the one that's putting all this shit out. Mikey is playing that girl. And, you know, I feel like he's using her for whatever reason. And he's trying to make a fool out of her. And he already got another bitch on the side. Whoever that girl is with his daughter, that's probably his daughter. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And probably was lying to Chelsea about all of this shit. You just don't know. Chelsea leave and she go talk to her friend when the daddy said she left. She left. Oh, she ain't coming back. She ain't coming back anytime soon. That's how Chelsea is. She's gonna blow off some steam. I said, Daddy know his daughter. All right. He was basically like, no, y'all lock the doors when y'all finish, okay? Get the fuck up off the plane. I'm about to go home myself. But anyway, I'm just sitting here like, ain't nothing to talk about, Chelsea. Chelsea, you going to your friend, and I get it that you're trying to vent and you're trying to come to terms with what's going on because you feel like you're being played. Don't feel like you're being played, mama. You are being played. It's not, I'm trying to understand what's going on. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. No, girl, you already know what's going on. The situation is fucked up. One person telling you another thing, but the prison is telling you a different thing. So put 2 and 2 together equal 4, okay? That's what we was learned in grammar school. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we learned that in kindergarten too. Did we? I don't know. ABCs was up in kindergarten, right? Preschool probably, whatever. I don't know. Baby, we learned it at an early age. That's all that I'm trying to tell you, okay? You know, if one shoe don't fit the other, baby, something ain't right. Obviously, and we need to put that together and we need to come to terms with it. You are being played, Miss Mama. Moving on from that, Emily and Dari, okay? I don't see the purpose of them being on this show either. I really don't. Because it feels like he's not about to get out anytime soon. Even if they said that he's about to get out, I just don't have a feeling that he's about to get out. But Miss Emily was not for the bullshit, and I'm on her side 100%. But this thing that I don't like about Emily is we only saw you once, and that was in the first episode. And since then, we see you again, and you obviously don't trust this man. Why are you with somebody that you don't trust? I just don't understand. He has already been cheating on you. You know that. You took him back, and instead of just saying, fuck you, you said, let me play this game and let me scam the scammer. I ain't got time for that shit. Okay? I ain't got time for that. Child, I'm finna go out here and do my own thing, and you ain't gotta find another bitch that you was talking to go do all that shit with. But she got control of his money because she got power of attorney over his shit, right? And so his friend that he met up in jail, Smoke, calls her, calls her, okay, and was like, girl, you know, Dari said, give me the money because we were supposed to be going into business together and all this stuff. And she was like, excuse the fuck out of me. I don't know you like that. I don't understand, 2, why he gave you my number because, bitch, I don't know you like that. 3, he knows that I don't like you. And 4, I got control of that goddamn money, and I'd be dumb as hell to give it to you when I don't know who you are. I don't trust you, and you, how do I know you a reliable source and that you really finna do what the hell you say you finna do with it? Okay, so no. And I was here for her saying that shit because, to be honest, the way he called, it did sound like he could possibly use that money to be playing Dari too, because he's still up in goddamn jail. So, you know, y'all supposed to be starting a business, and you gonna start a business, and he can't sign the paperwork or whatever business that you sign because he's still up in jail. It don't make no sense. He possibly can, but I still wouldn't trust it. I'm not gonna trust nobody that I met up in jail. Okay, I'm not gonna trust nobody that I met in jail. No, we're gonna have to meet on the outside world. We're gonna have to kick it for a while. I gotta really see your character when we both on the outside world before I trust you with any type of monetary shit. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. We not about to do that shit. But you know, he was getting upset. He was getting his feelings, and you really gonna do what you said you gonna do to Dari? And she was like, listen, hang the fuck. She hung up on his ass. Then we see him sitting down with his friend talking about something. Yeah, I feel like she might do that same thing, you know, be the one that be all up on him and all this stuff and not letting him go out and everything. And for some, it's like, I get why the women want them to, you know, stay in and, you know, trying to look out for them and they feel like they doing a lot. But in this case, motherfucker, you probably gonna get yourself in fucking trouble. So you probably need to be, reined in a little bit. And it's like, I'm not the only one that's invested. No, it's just not about you. It's about me too. Like, I've been invested up in this whole situation, and then you go out here as soon as you get out and you get in some illegal ass shit. And so you really think that once your ass go back in, I'm finna sit back here and do another bid with your ass? Hell no. Okay? One was enough. One was enough, all right? And I'm looking at Emily like, girl, is it because you feel like you don't deserve better or you can't get better? Because, like you said, when you first introduced yourself to us, people probably was making fun of you or whatever because of your size and all that stuff. I see plenty of big girls and big guys that got beautiful people with them, and they are in flourishing relationships. Okay? You do not have to put up with this bullshit. And it's a game. It's a game to both y'all at this point. Like, it's like, what's the point? I just don't get it. I don't get it. That definitely is not gonna last. Moving on from that, Melissa and Louie. I'm so over this bitch. And at this point, I feel like she's more delusional than Ty by looking at this episode. Now, Ty, she got some delusions on her, but this bitch got a whole nother level of delusion because this lady is still mentally immature. She is still mentally in high school. And I just don't understand. Why are you putting yourself through this, okay? And I'm like, I hope Melissa is sitting down and she's watching this show and she's seeing the way that she is coming across. And you can't say that it's editing, girl. You are putting this out here showing us that, baby, I am not over high school because that's all I have to go on with this man. You have yet to speak about what it is. And if you have, I haven't heard it. Or it came in one ear out the other because we spoke so much about what Louie did and how he was up in high school. Oh, when we was in high school, we had our respective cliques, but Louie was the one that was part of the cliques that was cool with everybody. And when he walked past, everybody just be like, damn, there go Louie, there go Louie. Oh, bitch, it's a fucking fantasy that she's trying to recreate that she never got a chance to participate in high school. And that is exactly what's going on. Like, she is obsessed with this man at this point. And it's almost going to be borderline fatal attraction. And I feel sorry for Louie because I don't know if Louie truly cares for her. But if he really does, and then she doing so fucking much, she gonna push that motherfucker away, and then she probably gonna do something to his ass. She gonna be on the episode of Snapped. That's what I feel like, because she's just doing a whole lot. She doing a whole lot, she's not really, I don't know. That's not attractive. That is not attractive. Somebody that is stuck in that, baby, we're grown. We are grown, okay? Now, he is not in a jail, like a regular jail, prison or whatever. He's in this situation where it's almost like a little camp or something that he's in. And that's why I was like, when he was talking on the phone to her, I said, what type of prison this is? Ain't no walls or whatever, ain't no bars and no shit. What they at? Because it's different, right? And so he get a little bit more, I guess, freedom, meaning like they're not so confined. They're confined, but it's in a different location. They get to go out, do work and everything. They're outside and all this stuff. And she gets on the plane to go down there to Georgia. She goes to where he's working at. And she literally puts his sentence in jeopardy. Girl, I hope it didn't blank out. She puts his sentence in jeopardy by going over there, standing up on top of the hill, looking down there, calling him. I said, wait a minute, he can have a phone on while he out there too? Okay, now what if he ain't supposed to have that and he answered the phone or whatever? That'd be on him though, right? And then she telling him, I'm here, I can see you, because she hasn't seen him since high school. I said, oh my God. When I found that out, I said, girl, you are pathetic, okay? She hasn't seen him since high school. She trying to see if he still got that same body that he had, or is the body better and all this stuff. And I'm just sitting like, girl, what? So you can't wait a little bit until this man get out or y'all get visitation rights or whatever, you gonna jeopardize his goddamn freedom by coming over there to his job, talking to him on the phone. Well, he did the same thing too. And then gonna flash him. And it was like, babe, you got me fucked up. What you doing is fucked up right now, okay? Because what if the boss sees? What if one of them? You just never know. Because somebody that was there, one of the other inmates, they could have snitched, you know, because they're jealous, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. They're just bitches or whatever, you know, something like that. That could have happened. You just can't trust people. And then it's a whole fucking camera crew out there. It's a whole fucking camera crew, because she wasn't recording herself. She wasn't there with a friend. She was there by herself in WeTV camera crew. Now, what if his people, his boss or whatever, would have saw all of that going on up there, okay? And then figured out what was happening. You know, he could probably get some time extra on or whatever, and then you'll be pissed at that. And you ain't had nobody to blame but yourself. Then this bitch go down there, gonna say, I'm trying to see you no matter what. I said, what? So you just really gonna further jeopardize this man, and he's gonna allow it. I mean, it's understandable that he probably allowed it because he probably ain't had pussy in a long time, or he probably ain't felt on a woman in a long time. I'm sorry to say pussy, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, girl, you should have had the more sense to say, well, this is what's gonna be waiting for you when I come out, and then go home. That's what you should have did. No, mama went down there, somehow got into where he was working. And it was like 20 minutes later came out. She was just, and the way that she tells the stories about what happened, it seems as if she's telling something that she thought of, that she fantasized, that she wants to happen, as if it did happen. Do you get my drift? Because she was like, so I went over there and I saw Michael. What's his name? I saw Louie. Oh my God. Like, so we went over and we was up in a closet or something like that. And, you know, we just started kissing. And then he just kissed my lips. And I was just like, oh my God, just couldn't wait to kiss him. And he was touching all of me. And he put his hands inside my pants, whatever. But, you know, I didn't let him fuck or nothing. You know, I couldn't do that or whatever. And then, you know, like the man's, his boss or whatever, it was coming or whatever. So somebody knocked on the door. I was like, hey, you know, they coming. So, you know, I had to hurry up and roll up out of there. You know, like my shirt was just hanging off of me like this and everything. And I'm sitting here like, I said, did that really happen? I said, Melissa, you need fucking help. I feel sorry for your goddamn sisters. I know your sisters is looking at this shit embarrassed as fuck, especially Cher, okay? Cher looked like she was the older sister too, and she's just like, girl, where the hell did we go wrong? Maybe that's that middle child syndrome, and we ain't pay her enough attention, so maybe we should have, and she wouldn't be going down this path. I don't know. But Melissa needs some fucking help, and it'll be so fucking messed up that she went through all of this, and by the time Louie get out of jail, it's over. I mean, it ain't funny, but I'm just saying, I can see it happening. Mind you, she going to see his mama next week. Oh, Lord. And mama finna drop some bombs on her, so I didn't see what that is. Meanwhile, we get to Jessica and Dustin. Girl, Jessica is taking her sister, her 17-year-old daughter, down to Tennessee to see Dustin's people. Mind you, she haven't seen Dustin since she got kicked out the fucking prison from working. Okay? And she can't get visitation because she already has a history of working with the prisons, right? And because of what she did by starting a relationship while on duty with this person, in a inmate, you know, while she was working there, and then, you know, letting go of her job because of it, it's like people are trying to red tag her. You know, they're giving her pushback and everything, and it's like, punish her. So no, you're not going to be able to see him. He's not going to be able to see you. He's going to get in trouble for this, for all the little small things, get put in the hole for this and that or whatever. They're taking it out on him and all that shit. And you going down there to see his people. Y'all only been together as a couple for a few months. You got this big dumbass tattoo on your stomach for him. And you're really about to uproot your whole fucking life for this boy at this point. Okay? Compared to you, he's a boy. I mean, he's a grown man. He's 27 years old. But compared to you, he's probably still a boy. You know what I'm saying? And you're doing all of this. And what has he done for you? Absolutely nothing. But look at you and say, I like you. That's it. That's it. And give you butterflies. Baby, it's going to take more than that for me to uproot my life, okay? I can talk to somebody over the phone. They give me butterflies and all that shit, but I ain't ready to move in. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ready to move in, okay? So, like, you're doing way too much. And then, you go down there to see a house. And then Miss Realtor Girl, hey, Miss Shayla. You know what? I try not to, but it happens because I wasn't expecting Miss Shayla to come out the way that she did and to look as good as she did. I said, hey, Miss Shayla, how you doing? I'm Ashley, you know what I'm saying? So if I ever in a, business of trying to find a house and if Tennessee is on my list, I just want to know if you will be around there and you could be my realtor. Okay. But yeah, so they looking at houses and I said, wait a minute, so we're about to move down there? Mama looking at a house and the daughter don't like it. You're in the area where, the closest, you're an hour away from Nashville, okay? And there's nothing around for like a teenager, and she's thinking more so about herself. She's not really thinking about her daughter. And like the daughter's like, I'm leaving behind my family, like my father, my friends, my life, just to be down. I said, why she gotta go with you? Granted, she's 17 years old now. Unless the girl is about to be a senior in high school or she about to graduate this year, like, let her stay in Florida. And you go down there and do that shit. This is about you. This ain't about her. I said, don't do that. Don't do that. And I wouldn't even trust him around my child. Okay? Because y'all too close in age and people, well, it's a 10-year difference, but you get what I'm saying. He could probably be, I won't want to say that, but you just never know. He could probably be looking, could probably try something, and then you don't know if you could trust. And I don't know. I want to feel comfortable with that situation. I feel like Jessica's being very, very dumb. She's being very, very dumb. And she's going to get played. She reminds me of, oh my God, what was the girl name? The one that was with Antoine on Love During Lockup or Love After Lockup or whatever, with his mama, and his mama passed away recently. Yeah, she reminds me of her ass. That's what she reminds me of, dumb. And I think they just had a baby too, so there's that. She stuck with that motherfucker for the rest of her life. Moving on from that, the last person in this episode, Ty. So we found out that, Heidi done gave Boston a ring, right? So she calls up Heidi's cousin, the one that was giving her the ring, had her meet her at the cemetery, okay? At the secretary. Had her meet her at the cemetery, right? I said, oh, you so goddamn dramatic, bitch. We couldn't just meet outside my house or whatever, or meet at the store, meet at the shop or whatever. We got to go to a cemetery. And then when the girl pop up, she was like, listen, I don't want you touching on me, okay? I said, oh, so we finna do that? And you had the nerve to say, I don't understand what's going on. Like, is he not being faithful to me? Why can't he just be faithful to me or whatever? Well, I said, I know you're not talking about no being faithful, Ty. When you literally prison pimping. You prison pimping, bitch, okay? How many niggas is you talking to compared to how many bitches he probably talking to? Because I'm pretty sure if he talking to Boston, he ain't talking to just y'all two, okay? So, she asked the cousin about the whole ring situation, and this bitch straight up lied. I do not feel like she was telling the truth. She knew about the ring. And she said that once I gave Ty the ring and she accepted it, I gave the ring for Boston back to his manager. And that was the last thing that I knew about it. I said, okay, girl, if that's what you want us to believe, because you made sure to tell us that, you had a ring for both of them. Somebody being messy, and of course Ty gonna say, okay, well, I'll figure it out, but I don't think that you would lie to me. I said I think she would. Heidi is her cousin. But anyway, that was basically the episode. It was really uneventful, so that's why I really wasn't in a rush to also get it. But again, like I said, y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Is it me or is the reality? I just feel like reality TV at this point is just not really doing it. Like, we gone are the heydays and, the time where everything was just so great. Okay, everything was just so great, so funny, so fresh, so new. Now it's just like everything just seems so fucking scripted, faked, or whatever, or it has run its course. And that's what I'm feeling about a lot of these shows. So I don't know. I'm going to hang in there. You know what I'm saying? Because it still gives me shits and giggles to a certain extent. But, you know, we can call a thing, okay? Most of us thinking the same thing. And I'm probably thinking it with you. But anyway, you guys tell me how y'all feel. Next week, next video, it'll be back with the ring light. So don't worry about that. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good weekend. Peace.